Doctor Who is a British sci-fi drama, and first airing in 1963, it is one of the longest running television shows of all time. The show follows the adventures of an alien, a Time Lord simply called the Doctor, who flies around through space and time in his spaceship the TARDIS. But what if one of his adventures were to bring him to an alternate universe? Today on Crossover, we look at the deck the Doctor would use should they ever find themselves in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe. Now for this, we will be using the 10th version of the Doctor because it opens some more options for cards to use, plus, just look at that trench coat. Don't tell me you don't see the classic Yu-Gi-Oh coattail look for this. Anyway, on with our list, starting with the monsters. Starting off, I think anyone who's worth their salt in knowing Yu-Gi-Oh knows the first archetype we're going to have. We're going to have Hale on the Time Lord, Sadie on the Time Lord, Sandy on the Time Lord, Metty on the Time Lord, Raffi on the Time Lord, Mitchie on the Time Lord, Lazzy on the Time Lord, Cammy on the Time Lord, Zappio the Time Lord, and Gabri on the Time Lord. Have no idea if I said any of those right. Oh, and Cephalion, the ultimate Time Lord. Hope I said those right. However, I also feel the Doctor, being a traveller of dimensions as well as time and space, would probably use cards like DD Destroyer. That was his nickname, the Destroyer amongst the Daleks. DD Scout Plane, DD Survivor, DD Telepon. You can just see the Doctor building something like this. DD Warrior, he is a warrior. DD Warrior Lady, the Doctor's now a lady. Dimension Jar, Space-Time Police, because what is the Doctor if not the policeman of time and space? He flies around in a police box. I know it's called the Doctor, but come on, you all know it's true. We also have Time Escaper and Time Wizard. And with this being, of course, the 10th Doctor, I just have a feeling he's going to want to have cards to commemorate and to remember one of his more memorable companions. So we have Rose, Warrior of Revenge, Regenerating Rose, and Rose Lover. These cards are in here for another reason. They support each other very well, and we do need Rose, Warrior of Revenge, because she's a tuner, and I'll explain why when we get to the extra deck. Next up, we have our spells, and again, I really think the Doctor would focus on cards that really stick to the theme of being banished. So, Burial from a Different Dimension, Chaos Zone, Cosmic Cyclone, DD Designator, DDR, Different Dimension Reincarnation, Dark Hole, Different Dimension Gate, Dimensional Fissure, Emergency Teleport, the Doctor does like his teleports, and Galaxy Cyclone. Next we have our traps, and of course, we're going DD, DD Dynamite, DD Trap Hole, Different Dimension Ground, Dimension Gate, Dimensional Prison, Interdimensional Matter Transporter, and Macrocosmos. Not to mention the Time Machine, because let's face it, that's basically the TARDIS. And finally, Time Space Trap Hole. And finally for the extra deck, we just have the one card, Time Lord, Progenitor, Vorpgate. And yes, we can actually make this card with the deck using Rose and some of the other cards. It would be a double synchro, but it is doable. I checked. Basically, the deck revolves around the Time Lords, getting them out, using their ability. They really are the boss monsters of the deck, and then using all the DD cards as backup. So what do you think? Who would you like to see get the crossover treatment? Be sure to comment down below. If you like this video and want to see more, feel free to join the Discord. And if you want to support me further, we have a Patreon also. Thanks again for joining, and I will see you in episode 3 when the next character we give the crossover treatment is none other than the last son of planet Vegeta, Son Goku. See you then.